guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please do like and subscribe. Today we're going to make delicious fish stew. I actually recently found this fish. It's super similar to something called eja oshukwa in Nigeria, but this is very different, and guys, I was not disappointed going through the cooking process. So because it's whole fish, of course, you have to take out all of the things and clean it up and then cut it up. I always tell you guys, you need a cleaver in your Nigerian kitchen, like this big knife that I'm using here. I use my cleaver every single weekend when I cook. If you do not have one, you definitely should have one, because it just makes cutting things like fish or meat super easy. So I'm just cutting it. I'm taking off the head. You don't have to, but for this stew, I am not using the head of the fish. I've cut it, I've cleaned it. Now I added some basa to it because I wanted more fish, and then I seasoned it with salt and Maggi. And one secret ingredient when seasoning fish is ginger powder. It just really elevates the flavor of the fish that you're cooking. So after cleaning the fish thoroughly, I seasoned it, and then I'm just rubbing the seasoning in. I'm going to leave this for about 30 minutes. You do not have to do that, but it's just super helpful. Now, another secret ingredient for fish stew: palm oil. Vegetable oil is good, palm oil is even better. So what I'm doing is just putting some in the pan, and then I'm just going for a sear. I'm not trying to fry the fish for it to be crispy. I'm just trying to give it really good golden sear on all sides, and that would lock in that flavor first of all, and then it would also help to kind of keep it whole for the most part. So like I said, I'm not deep frying, I'm just searing the fish on both sides. As you can see, once you kind of have it crusty on one end, then you want to flip it. And then at this point I was like, why am I using metal in my cast iron? And then I changed my tongue in my cooking process. Anyways, so searing all the fish, every single fish that I have, and I'm just taking it off the pan here. I broke one, that's okay. That one was probably not properly seared enough, but the goal is just to sear it and get good color on it. Once that is done, we're just going to continue in the same pan. You do not have to change the pan. I'm going in with some finely chopped onion, and I just want to fry this until it's super fragrant and translucent. That's kind of what we're going for. It doesn't have to be brown, it just has to be fragrant. Now I'm going in with stew base. I'm going in with regular stew base here. I'm going to be using 2 separate textures, actually 3. Then I'm adding in, coarsely chopped tatashe and pepper, kind of stew base, and then I'm adding in some tomato chunks just to kind of bring down the heat from the second thing I had it, so just so my kids can also eat it. You don't have to add in the tomatoes, but I added it just so it's not super spicy. Now I'm going in with some stock. You can also use water. Again, you want to loosen the sauce. You don't want it to be too thick when you're putting the fish in. So I'm just trying to loosen it here. I'm going to add a little bit more water just to loosen it a lot more until it gets to this kind of consistency, which is what I need the stew to be. So now that I've gotten to the consistency that I want, I'm then going to add in more spices, right? Because we need it to be tasty. So I'm going in with Maggi. I'm going to add in some salt, and then simple is better. You can add in other seasonings. So something else that would work in this would be something like a smoked paprika or chipotle pepper. I didn't use any of that. Just salt and Maggi is good, because remember, the fish was thoroughly seasoned. Now I'm just going in with the fish. And once I put all of my fish in and everything looks cozy in the pot, I am going to cover it and let it go to town. Fish, guys, I know, I see us Nigerians sometimes we cook fish 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I don't really know. The fish takes about 12 to 15 minutes to cook, so there's no reason to cook it for an extended period of time. I've just covered this for about 12 minutes, and look at how beautiful. Tell me what you will serve this stew with. I think boiled yam will be magnificent. White rice, pasta, come on, look at it. Okay, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Thanks guys for watching.